Good morning, everybody. I'm learning something this morning. Oh, they want me to go off here. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. How you doing? Look, I've been down, friend. I've been down and under the weather. Like, under the weather for real. What's up, friend? Hmm. Friend, this ain't nothing but it's a pie. It's a pie, friend. Want to see it? It's a pie, friend. I ain't been feeling good, friend. See, I'm all dry and stuff. I'm all ashy. Like, I'm gonna get it together, though, friend. Well, just pray for me, friend. I'm gonna give a few people a few minutes to come on, and plus I'm gonna eat my little food and I'm gonna talk stuff, you know. And I'm waiting on my video. I'm waiting on my laptop to actually download CapCut in it. It's not downloading. Good morning, hot. Y'all know how when you be wanting something really good. Mm, can't wait. Taste buds burn up. You feel me? Doug was talking about my little fro, y'all. I told him it don't matter, you know what I'm saying? No matter what you think or what nobody think, people don't know. I cut my hair off because I don't want no goddamn hair. You feel me? I don't want no hair. I don't feel like doing no hair. You know what I'm saying? I even thought about getting a twist friend. You know that, right? I don't want no twist. You feel me? Good morning, beautiful people. Good morning. Hey, y'all, I'm waiting on my computer to download something. But it's taking a while. And plus, I was like, let me go ahead and eat because I'm running late for my own lab, right? But I figured I ain't doing the traditional shit over here nowhere. And I'm about to get messy on social media buzz, y'all. I'm sorry, but I got to. Y'all want some? Hmm. Y'all can have some. You feel me? It's a pie. For people that want to know. It's a pie. See? I'm beating it up. I'm beating it up this morning. And plus, I'm trying to get a little sick, y'all, so I'm trying to keep my vitamins up and stuff. I ain't been wanting no breakfast food, so I'm like, well, you got to eat something. So I kept, looking in the refrigerator, and I came up with this. You feel me? But there's a lot of stuff to talk about this morning, y'all. And I want to talk about this first off. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this. First off, I done had the block. And let me say this really loud and clear. A lot of people that I subscribe to, y'all listening, this is going to get deep. I noticed that, okay, so you got content creators, y'all, right? I'm sorry, I got to get a little messy. But when you becoming a content creator, right? Just like Facebook, if don't nobody interact with your content, all of a sudden you see a person that you ain't seen in years just come up your feed. That's because that's a person that's been peeking in on your content. You hear me? Or did some shit with your content. You feel me? Because they don't look. Social media is a very messy platform. Even when you noticed when you be talking about stuff, and then you get on your phone, and then so and so Facebook or something just down your feed, and you were just talking about so and so the other day. This is what I'm talking about, right? So I noticed a lot of content creators, and I'm not gonna say their name on my video. You feel me? Because no matter what y'all think, they be watching. You hear me? They be watching. You hear me? It don't matter who they are, what kind of content creator you're. You can have this little bitty people. So I had to show up this morning for my 3 and 4, my 15 people on here this morning, 10 people. You feel me now? It's fluctuate. That's one thing about YouTube. You don't know how many people on your live. You feel me? So I don't say nothing about it. And I appreciate it if everybody give me some love, y'all, because this is what's going on with my station. So y'all know I'm active. I think I'm active. All of a sudden, my station just went down. I'm talking about my views, my watch. I'm talking about just down. And I'm like, because as a content creator, you have to build them watch hours. You have to build them hours. And it take you a long time to build them hours. You hear me? Now, you got different type of hours, Some hours going to disappear because the month's over with. You feel me? I
love you, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanking God on a Thursday that's thriving. There will be no complaining. We are surviving. Peace.
See, I'm gonna talk about that hating shit this morning too. You know what I'm saying? Like I enjoyed the little conversation and all, and I'm gonna read some of my comments, but he interrupted my flow. You feel me? Huh? Y'all gotta be careful on how haters come. They might not be they might not be intentional. You hear me? The motherfuckers be everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? So let me tell y'all what I was about to tell y'all. So I noticed the content creators that I've been studying and I've been typing on their platform like, can you help me? Can you tell me about my YouTube hours? Do you do classes? I'm talking about this is what I've been doing for the last 2 or 3 years with different YouTubers that I've been following, and I feel like we have become family. Y'all feel me? Like y'all my family, you know what I'm saying? You know. So I'm asking, it was one particular one. I ain't gonna even say his name, but he is a he, and he do a lot of reactions. He give out cards. I'm just gonna give y'all the point boo who he is, right? And I noticed that the content that I was talking about, these content creators was dropping 2 to 3, like 22 hours after me. Do y'all look? Listen to what I'm saying. Like I don't want y'all to think that I'm making up shit. Okay, now about 2 to 3 hours, 4 to 5 hours, another content creator would drop that story. But the story I dropped didn't do nothing in the algorithm. It didn't do nothing. And I work hard on my thumbnails. I even get help from AI to make sure people click. You hear me? I'm telling y'all what it is. You hear me? So I noticed for the last week, a lot of content creators, unquote, content I have used and talked about, and I'm not going to talk about their ass no more. And I noticed that the comments that I have made throughout my YouTube this week and this month, them are content creators that are making the same content that I am, but they making it after me. Y'all feel me? So I had to block their ass. You hear me? And I had to unsubscribe to a lot of people's channels. You hear me this morning? And I'm going to tell y'all, you have to. If you don't think I'm talking about what I'm talking about, wait till you become a content creator. See, you got people that don't want to see you win, no matter what. And it's enough money and enough watch hours out here for everybody. But every content creator has a different, unique approach about a topic. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? I might be fucking up on the topic. And I'm just not, I ain't trying to cuss. You know what I'm saying? Because my stuff been getting messed up. And people been stealing my content. And I don't know how they've been doing that, but I've been getting demonetized with certain content. I know I done spent hours to do, and I know ain't nobody else supposed to be able to have no copyrights to it, right? YouTube, Facebook, a lot of people been claiming copyrights, so I figure it's the same rat. You feel what I'm saying? Now, having a big social media platform, you can't find out who the rat is because you got 1,000,000 species of rats running around you in life. They just ain't no good for you. Can I say it like that? You feel what I'm saying? So your intuition, and you have to get to praying. You hear me? Huh? For God to surround you with people that you need to be surrounded with, that he want to see you win. The people that want. So I figured that I got more people around me that want to see me win for me to be able to talk about this situation. I ain't gonna tell y'all who some of the big people that I had to block or unfollow and unsubscribe. And it's sad that I have to think like that. But it's something going the fuck on. You feel what I'm saying? Good morning. You know what? I'm so tired of you. Ain't nobody doing no fentanyl over here. You hear what I'm saying? And for all those who don't know me, you hear me? I am I am a recovering addict of 10 years. 5 years of my life, I did the coca leaf. You hear me? Because I wanted to. And I supported my own habit. And I didn't involve my family, friends, but I did involve my children because they had suffered some things that I couldn't have no control over because I was sick. You feel what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna let nobody come over here and keep heckling me. Where's my boy at? You need to get gone. I don't even know how to get you gone. You feel what I'm saying? But the bottom line is that this just a sums up. So I don't have no, humiliation in what I went through. You feel what I'm saying? I don't walk around with my head down. You know what I'm saying? I've been walking around with my head up high even through my addiction. You hear me? I wasn't even embarrassing myself when people was embarrassed of me. You feel me? And I'm still not. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still not. But I'm addressed a lot of drama this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Glorilla and her sister. Me and my sister, we day and night. My sister light skinned, you know, she might get on this camera and y'all be like, y'all lying, you know, but if you look at us real good, you'll be able to tell we sisters, you know, but we 10 years apart, and me and her live a different life. She a rat dash in. I'm Section 8. Y'all feel me, huh? Huh? See, my sister is more responsible financially and strong in ways that I'm just not. You feel what I'm saying? But me and her don't get along. You know, her birthday November the 3rd, mine's November the 19th. And it ain't that I don't love her. You hear me? Sometimes you have to be the biggest person, and it might hurt you to step aside and let a person go through whatever they're going through when it comes down to a relationship with you. Even if that person is making up shit, you have to accept it. You hear me? My sister is sick. She was born with a very rare heart condition. And we just found out that she's suffering something else now, which I'm not going to put out there because guess what? She didn't want me to know. You feel me? But let me tell you something. If you got somebody that will go through something with you, don't hide it from them. You cannot be sick out here by yourself. You need some help. You need somebody to encourage you. You need prayer. You don't need to be sick with grief or some type of grudges, because that's just not going to help you out. With no man-made medicine, with no homemade medicine, nothing. You must forgive and let go when you are facing certain things in your life. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? And that's just to let y'all know, like, what things resonate with me. You know, that's why I do different buzzes, you know what I'm saying? They resonate with me. You know what I'm saying? I have lived different shifts of life, you know, flat out, you know what I'm saying? So they resonate with me. And them two resonated with me. And what I didn't like is for our grown asses, Charleston White, fuck Tia. You know, Tia, I love Tia, but Tia is who she is. And if somebody intimidated with Tia because Tia get loud and she could talk about Art Burke and sucking dick real fast, then that's something wrong with y'all. You hear what I'm saying? But everybody got the same problems. And for an older person in them calibers to get up there and say some of the things that they have said about that girl, they need their ass whooped. Y'all feel me? See, we got to be as grown folks, we got to learn how to stay in grown folks' business and let kids do what they do. You hear me? Huh? Y'all don't think there's a lot of people that's old that want to be young? Let's talk about that. Ja Rule and Tony Yayo, they thought that they drama was going to go viral enough for one of them to start selling music again. No, you got to get in the studio. You got to put in what you put in so you can take out. These two old fools on the airplane up in the air arguing, huh? My people, let's put that out there too. In a plane, let's not forget about that. All this distraction in the air before you can get in the air, you hear me? Because a pillow was thrown. Because somebody threw a pillow at Ja Rule. He want to get up, we can shake, we can do this. You know, like, what the fuck? Then he come back and he apologized. You hear me? Your ass don't know nothing. They did that for a podcast. I don't care what they did it for. In the early 2000s, Tony Yayo and Ja Rule was beefing. And if you look it up, they still allegedly beefing. You hear what I'm telling you? I don't care what podcast. I knew they was doing it for some publicity stuff. But I'm telling you that it look weak. We got better things to market out here. Let's take notes from T.I. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure whoever made that comment got some controversy with T.I., right? But guess what? He banging. You feel me? And guess who else banging? Trick Daddy. You feel me? Ain't nobody talking about Trick Daddy new shit he just dropped. You hear what I'm saying, huh? Because we in the matrix. We care about what other people think. We trying to keep up with the kids. You feel me? We ain't no goddamn kids no more. It's time for us to set standards out here and make new rules. It's enough is enough of us trying to still be young. Y'all see the damn shit is falling apart. So it's time for us to step our game up. And it don't matter what you think. You hear me saying? You don't it don't matter what you think. You hear me? Hold on, Ray. Let me make you one of my moderators. Matter of fact, I had to make you one of my head moderators. Let me put you with my, yeah. Yeah, I had to make my sister my head moderator, y'all, so she can get people gone that's not really listening what's going on. Because if you trying to become a YouTuber, you better listen to something, the stuff that I'm saying. Because you gonna feel this frustration and you gonna feel this swift kick of some people kicking your motherfucking content down too. Don't get up here and act like I'm just talking. I've been through this. I'm going through this right now. And what I go through, I talk about. You feel what I'm saying? So, 50 Cent had the nerve to try to troll T.I. And let me tell y'all how this happened. Because he wanted to do a Voos. I think it's called Voos. What is it called, y'all? Voos. What is it called? A Voos battle. Ain't it called that? A Vazoos battle. Ain't it called? It's called Vazoos. A Vazoos battle. And 50 Cent is a punk. You hear me? He decided that he gonna troll this man instead of going here to do the battle. Swiss Beats and Timberland and them did it during the pandemic. Let us see. Let's see. Cause if we really think about it, I think I bought more T.I. albums than I bought 50 Cent. Do anybody agree with me on that? Like, y'all might not agree with me on that. That might be a toss-up right there. Like, let's keep it real. Because, you know, I ain't talking about them. I'm just talking about the buzz. Y'all feel me? So, hold on, H1. Tell me we talking about candy rappers. Hold on, wait a minute. What did Trump do? What did Trump do? Huh? Yeah, I believe T.I. got more hits too. Let me bring up my notes, y'all. Let's go back to my notes. I wrote down a whole lot of notes this morning, y'all. Like, for instance, Chris Tucker. You know, we got to stop picking and choosing too, y'all. And this goes for my community for sure. And I'm no, fuck that. This goes for all communities. We got to quit picking and choosing who we feel like not innocent and who guilty. Because of what we seen them on the screen. Like, a lot of people choose who guilty and innocent because the characters they play on these talk shows or the character that they play when we see them. Like, we got to stop doing that shit. We got to start asking the Lord deep down inside, like, is these people guilty? Is they worthy of the conversation? Chris Tucker was in them, and I looked in there. Chris Tucker in them flight logs with Epstein. Chris Tucker. And ain't nobody talking about him. Ain't nobody talking about Chris Tucker being in them Epstein files. Nah, they talking about Jay-Z. But let me break the difference down in that. Jay-Z was in there because allegedly some callers called in a tip. But Chris Tucker in there because he was on flights. Y'all, let's let this shit weigh out. Like, who the fuck is us to choose who guilty or not? Who to crucify or not? Everybody need to be talked about. Especially if this is... Look, y'all. I'm going to tell y'all this story. And won't know, and it's a young lady, y'all can look it up. It's a young lady going around. She said she was young, really young, blind. She said she met Epstein in a bar. She said her and Epstein stepped out to the bar and they went in the back and they was doing all this heavy kissing and all this stuff. And she said they never did nothing else, but they was doing a lot of kissing. You feel me? She said when they left, she said the next couple of days, her face broke out with all this red shit. So she thought it was maybe herpes or some type of STD. But when she went to the doctor, the STD, it wasn't STD. It was some type of infection called cura or cura. You feel me? That comes from cannibalism. Comes from people that eat people and have this bacteria or germ in your mouth. And he put it all over her. Ain't nobody talking about her story. But it's out there. It's out there. It's another story they just started to drop. I had been dropped this story 2 or 3 years ago when the old white guy talking to the two black girls at the table. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. And he asking them right then and there, can he buy about 50 of them emeralds for about 60,000? And he supposed to be a right-hand man with Epstein. And them girls was looking at him all crazy and stuff. You hear me? Huh? So when you look back at cannibalism, and why do they eat children? I can't even say it because I get, But anyway, go back and look at it. You hear what I'm saying? It's sick. You know what I'm saying? The reason why they saying. And see, let's just keep it real. Beyonce and Oprah used to use that cream that had the foreskin in it from boys. Y'all hear me? Huh? And then all of a sudden, that cream got taken off the market. Real human DNA in it. And Oprah and Beyonce is known to use that. Y'all, do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? You can look it up. People not talking about it, so it ain't gonna be up there. You feel what I'm saying? No, it ain't. It ain't wrong what they doing to Michael Jordan, baby. Let me tell you something. This is what I was just saying, baby. We gotta quit choosing who we feel guilty or not. See, the Epstein was going to expose a lot of people that was going to be very shocking to us. A lot of people paid to get redacted out of the Epstein files. Did you know that? Huh? A lot paid big money. You hear me? So all them damn lies we see ain't all minors. Them are people that paid for their identity to be sealed. Diddy started this whole, Diddy was the number one. This is what happened. They had to take Diddy down. And for some reason, they wasn't able to take him down. But so Diddy decided to start telling. He's singing like a canary. It don't matter what we think we talking about. We don't know nothing. This ain't our business. It's a lot of people that dropped dead in the last 2 months since Diddy been sentenced. Yeah. They just ain't talking about it. I don't talk about every fucking thing. Like them 3 bodies they just found in my state on Southwest Detroit. The 3 men that they found up in there brutally harmed. I ain't talking about them. Because it's something. Somebody bad. You're going to keep your hands out of people bad. So, since I know that is, why should I talk about it? To endanger me and my family. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Because I get down and dirty with it. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't talk about everything. But Jordan was an idiot. See, Jordan getting older too. You know, people do stuff. Forgetful. You know. And just because he Michael Jordan, that don't mean that he didn't have a sling, squeaky life. That's just what we know about him. We know he a 3-pointer. We know he can float in the air. We know he got $500-$600 gym shoes. But what you really know about him? What you know about him? What his wife tell you about him? You feel me? So we got to quit picking and choosing who we choose to be guilty or not. Only thing we got to do is just sit back and just listen to shit. You know what I'm saying? But you would say Michael Jackson guilty. Why? Because he wanted to be a different, he was ashamed of who he was. Yeah, see, it ain't that Michael Jackson didn't appreciate he was. People that he was around made him feel like that. They chose the white folks first. And he wasn't aware that that's how life was. So he had an identity crisis. So we gonna say he guilty, but we won't say Michael Jordan is. Like, we gotta check our damn self. You hear what I'm saying? We gotta check ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We gotta check ourselves. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if that boy had ice in his clothes, what happened to pulling the clothes out? You know, like a mama do, just pull them out and let them shake down on the ground. All that you was doing and that you was doing, like, no. And I don't tolerate that shit that he did. You hear me? I just don't tolerate it. Because if it was my child, I would have had a problem with it. Because I've been traumatized and I've been, and that sneaky shit, that's how people get away with it. You know what I'm saying? He who he is, how can he possibly? Because it's a kid and that's something that's forbidden. We got people that's sick that just want forbidden fruit. That's in the Bible. Especially men. Nope, women. Take it back. Women desire things more. I'm just keeping it real, women. We some fucked up creatures. We you know what I'm saying? We do some shit. You know what I'm saying? We talk niggas, we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You know. You feel me, huh? So, you know, we can either rule the world, shape the world, or fuck the world up. You know what I'm saying? So let me not say that about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. You feel me, huh? But I got hair. No, I just let my hair grow up, you know. And keep it real, you know, my significant other want me to go ahead and let it grow back out to the 2 braids I used to wear. But I just cussed him out, and I'm going to cuss your ass out too this morning. I don't want no goddamn hair. I don't feel like getting my hair done. I don't like getting my hair done. I'm about to get me a goddamn haircut with some lines in it, and I'm about to call it a goddamn year. Flat out. I don't want to wear no wig. I don't want to grow no hair. Next. You feel me? And that's just it. I just told him the same shit. You know what I'm saying? This is, yeah, it's growing, but it's about to get cut off. It's getting on my damn nerves. Can't do nothing with it. And I got to keep brushing it. And I don't like brushing my goddamn hair. Nah. Who gonna tell you that? I did. A lot of women don't like combing their goddamn hair. I don't like combing my goddamn hair. Shit hurt. Shit, fuck that shit you talking. You feel me? Thank you, baby. Look, I always walked around with my head up high. That's probably why I got a lot of friends. I got a lot of friends, y'all. I'm talking about, I ain't got no friends at home, like, come and visit me. I'm kind of lonely. You know what I'm saying? I'm really fucking lonely. You know what I'm saying? But I got a lot of friends. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of friends going through. I always been popular, can't you tell? And I was a bum. Let's talk about that. I was popular and a bum. Look, you just don't know, okay? I'm like, let me go ahead and get some more of it down. Well, it was really hot. And I had to come live. It's my daughter's birthday tomorrow. Our YouTube payments come out this next week. And my payment dropped. That's a discouragement. But you got to show up for yourself. And you have to show up for the 2 or 3 people that want you to show up. So I appreciate all 12 of y'all. You hear me? And it might be more, but that's what they showing me. You hear me? So I have to show up. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I want you to know too. You know, no matter what's going on while you building your platform, show up for yourself. Show up for the 1 or 2 people that's waiting on you to show up. It don't have to be no thousands. They just be 1 or 2 people that motivate you. And please believe it, I got that here. You feel what I'm saying? So I brought up my slab right here. So we going to keep on talking about the Epstein files. Now, I did a video, and y'all might have to go back and watch it, because I'm not going to probably say everything I said in the video. But if you go back and look at the video I just dropped, I think yesterday, about Epstein, Lifetouch, it's called Lifetouch. Lifetouch company. It haven't went nowhere. You hear me? I even searched it in the engines, in the youth and TikToks. Nobody has did that story. So by me doing that story, y'all, it's supposed to do what? Go viral. Y'all hear me? Huh? So DJ Vlad, yeah, y'all see that? Y'all look, this shit is not for, this stuff for real. And it's juicy. You feel me? Like flat out. This is the juiciest we gonna ever get to these people business. Just think if we didn't have social media, we wouldn't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So DJ Black, and let's talk about that message that anybody heard from DJ Black? Huh? Like y'all, I'm gonna go check on him. Let me write that down, y'all. Let me write that down. Y'all, let me write that down. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Let me get my pen. Hold on, y'all. We gotta check on DJ Black. We got to check on DJ Black. I haven't checked on him. But y'all, DJ Black started a lot of stuff this weekend. You feel me, huh? So first off, he said that they bribed the judge. Jay-Z did a verse for his grandson. Hold on, I don't get that part. So now I don't get this part of the message. So when I'm thinking that DJ Black is saying that they bribed the judge for his grandson new record, which is Jay-Z grandson, right? So if Jay-Z grandson drop a new record, we know Black talking about what he talking about. So they saying that he bribed the judge, so he must have been on some type of talk show. Let me go get that. That's what I need to go do. Jay-Z grandson talk show. It got to be some type of talent show, because he said he wrote the verse, right? So y'all, this is how I get my information, just by talking out loud, and then I figure out stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling you, and I believe that, MJ. They not letting my stuff go nowhere. You hear me? They like, this little bum bitch not gonna be talking nothing that she don't know to talk about. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? And we ain't gonna let nobody believe her. You feel me? But this is research that I talk about. The same thing I research anybody else can, if you know how to ask the right questions. I always been a nosy ass little girl. You know what I'm saying? So I always, you hear me? My fourth grade teacher told me, she said I was a good note taker. You know what I'm saying? So I do know how to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just nosy. I'm naturally nosy. You feel what I'm saying? So they saying, and also what DJ Black is saying, is that Megan doctor lied about the bullet fragments. He's saying that this lady was never shot. But when I did that video, if y'all look at the video, I think it's up. I want to say that I did that video and I uploaded it on YouTube. I don't see Megan foot blew out. Now, look, I'm from the hood. And to me, the fraction, it looked like the bully scraped her. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Like, okay, I don't know if you ever shot before. And if you shot to the ground, the bullet comes up. Boom. Sometimes it'll pop back up in your face. So that's what it looked like when I look at her wound. Like, it shot past her foot, boom, and then it bumped back up, and then it scraped it. I'm just saying. But anyway, they saying that this doctor was paid to lie. Also, they saying that the LA Police Department is all in on this too. He also saying the Mexican cat that was paid by Jay-Z. Now, y'all, what do y'all think? Why would Jay-Z want Tory Lanez to be in there like that? Have y'all listened to his last verse? The last thing that he did? He did Jay-Z did a concert last year, and it was private, but somebody recorded it. Y'all heard the lyrics? You hear me? He let you know in there, you fuck over him, what he'll do, and all that stuff. You hear what I'm saying? But what make Jay-Z, we can only find that out through Megan. You hear me? Or whatever the crowd is. But it's some reason that Jay-Z want Tory Lanez locked up. And he cannot unalive this man. I'm talking about literally. You feel what I'm saying? Now this man that just got, you hear me, by supposed to be this top of the line hitman in prison, and he didn't do it. So Tory Lanez got to be somebody, y'all, that we overlooking. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? He got the little motherfucker got something going on with himself. Got something going on. You hear me? So it said the 3 Supreme Court judges who denied Tory Lanez's appeal all was paid off by Rock Mafia. Now y'all know DJ Flag been following and been covering this information from them for a long time. That's how DJ Flag got big. Y'all remember? I don't know if y'all remember, but when you look back into his career, Rock Nation made DJ Flag. You hear what I'm saying, huh? So thank you, Tim. Good morning, Stacy. Good morning. You still okay? So let me see that. I want that's MJ. I think that's MJ photo. MJ said France and other countries are doing their investigations too on the billionaires. So whether they like it or not, shit's coming out. Okay, I hear that, girl. What? So wait a minute. So you saying that the breaking news is that Prince Andrews has been arrested? Girl, for what? I just asked this lady what was going on today. I just asked her what was current topics going on with the Epstein file. She said it wasn't nothing new. Now you know I got to go back and read that because I seen that man in a. Ain't that something? But I kind of figured that anyway. Because see, the British people don't play. If your ass try to take their name down, they'll give you to the wolves. Now, y'all, we done seen that throughout the history of time, throughout the Bible, what they'll do to their people. When they disown your ass, they disown your ass. You feel what I'm saying? See, people got to be grateful for some kind of cultures that you be. You know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful that you ain't from them strict religious backgrounds. You know what I'm saying? You got to be grateful. You know what I'm saying? Because some people will live out their expectations when it come down to their religious beliefs and what the fuck you supposed to be doing. You hear what I'm saying? So that part right there is going to be juicy. We're going to talk about that tomorrow morning. Y'all feel me? We gonna talk about it because y'all know I gotta go research. I gotta go find out like everything, like what he arrested for, why he arrested for, like for real. Because I think the last time we talked about Prince Andrews, he had got dethroned, right? And he had moved out the royal house and they had put him over there what they call the little poor colony part of the royal family, you know what I'm saying? And he couldn't use their name no more. You know what I'm saying? So they probably stripped him. Somebody got to be sacrificed too. We done learned that, right? Somebody got to be sacrificed too. You know what I'm saying? And he might be just the sacrificial lamb over there. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, okay. So it got something to do with sharing information with the government. Okay. I read that. But I didn't think it was gonna be important. I didn't think it was gonna be important and I didn't save it because so what I read in the Epstein files is that they have found notes. Epstein was dealing with other countries. The president of Venezuela, stuff like that. You know, they never did say that he was selling information or nothing, but it kind of hinted around there. So I kind of figured that was gonna come out. You hear me, friend? Like that shit deep. You hear me? That shit deep. So what made DJ Flag tell? Because I'm gonna tell y'all what happened. See, he's saying that he say, look, this is what he say. Jay also paid Trump not to pardon Troy. Even though it is a state case, Trump can only pardon federal cases. But knowing Trump likes to be in the rules, Jay was not taking any chances. Now, he the president, and he got people that's in the state too. And if he want to get that boy pardoned, he could. But what is going on with that? Like, I want to know some. I want to ask DJ Flag, like, so is Trump really the whistleblower? Is Trump the one sinking the sails because y'all tried to incriminate him in all these things? Like, we got, if you really look at Epstein, they saying Epstein was this cruel bastard. They saying that Epstein invited a lot of people, built a lot of relationships with certain people because he had personal financial gain and things that he needed to be building these relationships with. They allegedly said that Epstein put people in compromising positions and also took pictures of them to make sure he controlled them. You hear me? Now, what happened to Elon Musk and Trump relationship? What happened to it? Is it still going? Somebody tell me. Fuck you. I was born a female. I have 7 children, 7 pregnancies, never had an abortion. Not bragging on it, but just let you know where my morals lay. Because I could have had 1 or 2 children if I believed in abortions, but I just didn't. Oh, so you say Tory, so Tory Lanez ended up getting his music on because remember, that's exact, let me see. Who Prince? Prince, Jay-Z, and Diddy? Which one? Wasn't all of them 3 of them working on something? Wasn't they working on some type of studio or something before Prince passed away? Like, tell me, refresh my memory. There's something that's about that, right? They was doing something, right? Yeah, you know, you hear me? And he didn't get a chance to buy his, you hear me? And then let's talk about Cosby, you hear me? Yeah, see, Bill Cosby stuff started right after Weinstein went to jail. When people talking about getting locked up for the rest of your life, y'all, that's when rats start coming out. Don't nobody want to be locked up. You hear me? And especially for nobody else's crime. You hear me? You ain't got no problem with telling on a motherfucker when they say you about to do 10 years. There ain't no snitch shit. It's just that's what people do. We just call it snitching. People call it saving their damn ass. You feel what I'm saying, huh? That's why I never involve myself in stuff like that. Because I'm going to save my ass. You know what I'm saying? Huh? I'm going to tell the truth, and the truth going to set me free. You feel what I'm saying? So just don't incriminate your ass, and just don't hang out with people like that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's just it. You hear me? So he said, I can't keep these secrets anymore. This is my last tweet. He said, so if y'all don't hear from me or they silence me, y'all already know when it happened. So I went to the comments. Got messy. Because that's what I do. The comments was like, well, DJ Black, if you knew that other artists was getting paid, then why you didn't mention their name? Making enemies? They didn't ask him to come tell shit. That's what he doing. He dropping the ball. He would have been wrong to add other people's names in that situation. You hear me? Huh? Look, let me tell you. I don't know nothing about no transgender. But I'm glad you did bring that up because it reminded me of this story that I came across, y'all. And I want y'all to go watch it. It's a story going viral on X where it's a 10-year-old allegedly, and I'm going to say it like that because I don't really want to speak my opinion because I try to be not biased towards certain shit because the world is changing. But the 10-year-old boy is changing into a girl. And the questions they was asking the young man, well, the young girl, because that's what she preferred to be called. Okay? So I don't have no problem with giving nobody none of their preference. Okay? But this is what the fuck pissed me off. Is that the mama, she like this and she like that and she like that. Wait a minute. Is you the one that wanted the little girl? Because I don't see my 10-year-old boy giving me the notion that he want to trans. He got a whole lot of life to live. Wait till you 18 and trans on your own. You hear what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be a parent to encourage my kid to trans. Even if I know that's in my kid's spirit, they have to trans on their own. Only thing I could do is encourage to love them more. You know what I'm saying? And let them know being they self is cool. You feel what I'm saying? But I did not like that video. Y'all need to go watch it. It's very disturbing. And the only thing the young lady is talking about, the 10-year-old, is how everybody talking about her wearing a dress. Not she got this long hair and all this other stuff. You know what I'm saying? And you got all these people crying about this situation. But we don't be having to cry for that kind of goddamn situation. Because we don't have to put our kids in them type of vulnerable situations. You allowed your child to get bullied. You allowed this to come into their life and traumatize whoever and however when they growing up. How the fuck is you gonna say that your child wanna be a transgender at 10 fucking years old? Y'all, I might be biased on this shit, but I just wanna know. Because my grandma always told me don't even date no older man. Because me and an older man don't have nothing in common. And I didn't notice that until I got with this old fuck around with. You feel me? Me and him ain't got nothing in common but these kids. For real. You hear me? He 10 years older than me. He was doing a lot of stuff before me. He talk about shit that I don't even know nothing about. Y'all feel me? So, how the fuck do a 10-year-old know I want to be a girl? See? You got to let them get old. Because taking that part of them off got to take something away from a man. I don't care what the man want to be. Cutting that thing off right there, it got to do something. Traumatized mentally something. That's something that you was born with. That's something that you supposed to leave here with. You hear me? You can go around and dress like a girl all you want to. But I think when you get to messing around with your parts and stuff like that, it's something else. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. You feel what I'm saying? You hear me? Matter of fact, I dropped out of all girls school. And let me tell you why I dropped out. Okay? I dropped out because I got into my feelings. Ain't that some dumb stuff, y'all? The lady was like, well, you know, Miss Johnson, you won't be able to graduate with your class this year. But if you come and do summer school and all that, you'll be able to get out with the class next year. My ass got mad. I don't want to graduate with them. I ain't coming back to the school. Like, that shit was hurting that lady. Y'all feel me? And I walked away from the school like a damn idiot in the fucking 11th grade. I ain't had that much time to go. You know, just like this is what happens when you around ignorant shit. Like these ignorant comments, ignorant shit. You know what I'm saying? My mama never spoke the word gratitude to me when we was growing up. I didn't know the word gratitude. Like, who the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know that word. And it's sad, I didn't even know that word until I got up of age. I was like 40-something years old. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be your upbringing, too. It'd be your parents. It'd be the people you're around or how ignorant you are. You feel me? And the shit that you know. You feel what I'm saying? So I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I was different from my parents growing up. I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I think that kind of helped me, you know, get into my position in life. But let's get back to the subject, y'all. Thank you. Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Let me see. Yup, MJ. See, that's what I'm saying, y'all. Y'all notice that I have had a lot of trolls lately. You feel what I'm saying? And y'all know this station didn't have trolls like this. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure it's some of the people that I blocked. You know, some of them people that I peeped this morning that I shouldn't be subscribed to their channel. And I shouldn't be commenting on their shit. I'm telling y'all, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to have a really tumbling effect this morning. And I'm pretty sure whoever that person is probably been trying to, you know, report my shit. You know, yeah, let's talk about that. Let's talk about it. So this is what I need haters to stop doing. And this is what I need y'all to spread the word with. Let me eat some more of this. Let me eat some more of this. Stop being a hater all your goddamn life. You hear me? See, the troll that's on here this morning is this troll. You know how you be on TikTok and you be strolling and they say, and you look at your friend stuff And you seen it before, because sometimes your feed be old, you know, so because you got to refresh it. And it'll say, what? This not useful? Is it repetitive? Is it irrelevant? Like they want you to ask shit. This troll on here is the motherfucker that answer shit. The fuck up people content. You know what I'm saying? And no, it's not useful to me. Cause she look like a trans. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck what I got to do or got to be looking like, or what I'm talking about got to do with you? Why the fuck did you stop here this morning when it's like 18 million motherfucking YouTubers live this morning somewhere? I'm saying, what the fuck? Stop being a hater all your goddamn life. Damn. That's why you where you at and where you is and how you is. Fucked up. Damn. You feel me? Now, I just wanted to tell you that. And let me give you some other stuff. Stay humble in the process, people. See, sometimes I don't stay humble. I don't stay humble in the process. Sometimes I get... You hear me? So you got to learn how to stay humble in the process. Show up for yourself. Show up for them 2 or 3 people that keep pushing like on your stuff. They keep watching your stuff. Show up for them. You hear me? And that's exactly what I'm doing this morning. I'm not showing up for the trolls. I'm showing up for the bros and the sisters, those. You feel me, huh? That's what I'm showing up for. You know what I'm saying? So let's talk about that. Watch time. If you supporting your people's stuff, watch it for at least 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, until you see the view pop up. You hear me? Let me say it again. This is what I do. If I have seen the content and I'm subscribed to your channel, I at least get you a view. You hear me? I watch it for like 3 to 2 minutes. You know, and let's just keep it real. There's been a lot of people that I do support. Now, sometimes they just be talking too long. And I just lay the phone down. Feel me? Because I got my 2 minutes that I wanted out of it. But just to support. Yeah. Because it's free to support. Free to fucking support. You hear me? Now, some people you can't support without no funds. But it's free to support. You feel me? I'm saying it's free to support. So I want to encourage people to start supporting people's stuff. I'm going on a detox. I'm on a 72-hour detox. I just started it today. So you won't see me posting on my regular platforms like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. I got a rat. And I'm peeping y'all. You know, I'm keeping your names because your ass won't rat me no more. You hear what I'm saying? But I got rats that's being sent out here. And let's talk about that shit too. We got Jay-Z. Okay? He have 50 people at his house a day. Tops down. 50 people on the staff somewhere. It's 50 people around. If he want them 50 people to get on their phone, report or damage people content that is talking about him and his wife, don't y'all know that that's a possibility for him to stop that? Do you know that it's a possibility for him to actually jack your content up? Huh? Because see, them people that he sent out after you, they not famous. They got time. You hear me? Huh? So, DJ Black, he made a good statement when he said that he have paid bloggers to cover that story. What about Tasha K? I'm going to have to unsubscribe to Tasha K channel. And I just thought about that. You hear me? I have been speaking up on Tasha K a lot. Even in some of my videos. You hear me? Huh? And Tasha K is a hater. You hear me? Cardi B is a hater too. Let me tell y'all. I did a video with Cardi B on some news on her. And I dropped it on X about 2 weeks ago. Cardi B done restricted me from seeing her post. Yeah, I know she have because I looked on somebody else's ex and I seen different stuff. So she restricted my account. You hear me? So she got time. You hear me? People got time to fuck up your life or make sure your life don't go nowhere. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Huh? Look, let me tell you something. That's not the truth. Like, you don't want, people don't want to see you win. You hear what I'm telling you? We got Tasha K. She owed up $1 million, right? To Cardi B. She need all these views. She need all these winos to buy that wine. You hear me? So she can get that bitch gone. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Then we got Cardi B. Out loud. Sue somebody when you say something about her that she don't like. Just like Jay-Z. You feel me? Huh? But they can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They can't do that. People got opinions about your ass. Do you hear what I'm telling you, huh? Yeah, look. And they can just flood your zone. But that's what they doing to man, y'all. I'm telling y'all. They messing my platform up. I'm in touch with YouTube right now. Me and them going back and forth. They want me to screenshot all these different things I'm talking about so I could prove this and prove that. I don't care what they talking about. You hear what I'm saying? Like them. I've been doing this channel for 5 to 6 goddamn years. And my overall watch hours ain't supposed to be missing like that. Do y'all hear me? Y'all don't understand what I'm talking about. But you got some overall watch hours that your whole station have had through the whole 5 years. Them hours is going down. Them hours not supposed to go down. Them hours supposed to increase. So you can see how much throughout the years your channel been watched. That ain't got nothing to do with watch hours now. I'm talking about the you hear me? So my stuff is decreasing. And then let's just keep it real. The people I'm talking about got people in Google. Got people on the YouTube team. You hear me? They can go into my analytics and fuck my shit up. You hear what I'm saying? But I'm going to keep talking about it. I'm going to keep talking about it. You hear what I'm saying? Because you ain't scaring me. I know to show up. Long as I keep showing up, I'm going to fight whatever you doing. You feel what I'm saying? And let's just keep it real. People report your stuff. And if you don't know, you got people. They just do dumb shit. They report your stuff. Now, you might not get no notification from Facebook or Instagram or TikTok saying that somebody reported your stuff. Because sometimes them platforms handle the situation with the people before they come to you. And they'll tell the people, well, it's not against our guidelines and policies. We sorry that this no longer is useful to you. But then if that person come back or send somebody else back and report it again, it start compressing your stuff. You start not getting views. You hear me? Not because it's not good content. It's because the platform is aware that these members do not like this content. But it fit their program, but for some reason, a lot of people is reporting this one goddamn piece of content. So it don't get shown. And that's why you never make it out that 100 view. See, I had to research this stuff. Don't nobody teach you this stuff in them classes that they pay for you to go to. Them webinars that you pay for. They don't talk about this real shit. They don't talk about how you get verified and stay verified. They'll talk about how you got to stay monetized. And will get demonetized if you use other content creator YouTubes. If you use other YouTube stuff, you can get demonetized real quick. I did a reaction last year with a YouTuber. And it was on my computer and I'm sharing it and we talking about it. And this right when Diddy went to jail. I got a whole copyright strike. That the person's content that I used got pissed off and struck my whole, and instead of allowing me to share the content, to get my subscribers to subscribe to their channel too, because that's what I would be thinking. That's not what that person was thinking. So I unsubscribed and hid my channel from that person. You hear me? And see, that's another thing. You have to unsubscribe and hide your channel. You don't need to, let nobody know you unsubscribed and then, your channel is still laying there for them to get. No, you had your channel. You hear what I'm saying? You had your channel. You had your channel from the people that you are letting go. You hear me? If you are letting it go. Yeah, it's true. You hear me, MJ? It's the truth, y'all. I'm telling y'all. Thank you. Everybody keeps saying I look like Pac Mama. Probably look like her for real. I ain't got my hair cut. It's like a little carpet up here. But let me bring this up. Let's get back on the Epstein files for a minute, y'all, before I forget this. So we had received a call out here in Dearborn, Michigan, saying that Picture Day was canceled. And my daughter really wanted to do Picture Day. But I did Picture Day about 3 years ago. And he didn't take good pictures of my daughter. And I paid him a lot of money. And I was really pissed off. And I was asking him, I ain't gonna even lie. I was like, why the white girl picture look like this? Now, they in the same background. Me and her mama had picked the same background. You hear me? I'm not being racist, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what the fuck happened to me, okay? Okay? That's just it. I don't want nobody to take this conversation to another goddamn level like people do, okay? But I had a controversy that her photo, I have to tell y'all what it is, that her photo looked better than my daughter's photo. It seemed like he took the camera and it was clean. My daughter's photo looked all greasy and bluer. Like, I was so upset. You feel me? And this was with Lifetouch. Photography company. So come to find out, y'all, and I had read this, but I didn't understand it in the Epstein files. So it say recently some school districts in the United States are reviewing a canceling student photo session with Lifetouch. This is because the former CEO of Lifetouch parent company, Apollo Leon Black, was mentioned in a recent release of the Epstein files. However, Lifetouch CEO has stated that the company is not named in the documents and the student photos. Okay, so yeah, that's true. But this is what didn't go in my buzz. And I'm about to read y'all this off there. We'll come back there. Y'all gotta find my buzz. I'ma see, can I remember this? So, Michigan schools was breached in 2023. See, I had to go find out exactly what I was talking about because people gonna tell me that they didn't hear that. Nope, that's not the truth. The University of Michigan, it was breached in 2023. They saying that damn, I forgot something just came up. There we go. It said in 2023, I forgot I wrote it down. Y'all feel me? It said personal financial information, medical information, and students that was affiliated with other schools. This is the information that was breached in Michigan. And they telling us that is no data has been breached with our student information. And that is not the truth. I'm a parent, and I wanted to know what type of information was breached, especially for my only daughter out of 7. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? So they saying in August 2023, personal financial information was breached. That means, I guess if you was a military, that's what, I'm just, my theory. If you a rat, and you looking and you got a traffic scheme, and you got scheming and you selling human, and you will have to know their medical information. You will have to know if they got military in their family. Because if they got military in their family, 9 times out of 10, they going to be found. You want to find out if they poor ratchet family, poor white trash, black hood project family, whatever the fuck they call it. You hear what I'm saying? So that was really important for them not to say that no information was breached, because that's not the truth. Personal financial documents was breached, and medical information in Michigan. Now, I don't know about y'all states, anybody else states. I'm talking about why it hit home. Because I heard the Epstein files mentioned when they told us that this Lifetouch was going to be canceled. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the fuck? You know? So we don't know. This shit is bigger than Scarface. This shit is bigger than Michael Jordan doing what he did. That's just a little that's just a little taste of stuff we get. That's just a little taste. You hear me? Katt Williams made another controversial suggestion on Big Boy. Now, if y'all didn't watch that, that's going to be Katt Williams. He said that's going to be his last interview with Big Boy. You hear me? And it was pretty cool, and it wasn't about an hour. But when Katt Williams get to talking, you just be listening. You know what I'm saying? So that little hour going to go back really fast, you know, and I'm down like to 10 minutes of it. I just wanted to stop because I didn't want it to stop. But in that interview, he said that, well, it's another article going out saying that Katt Williams is a part of the Illuminati and all that stuff. And I don't give a fuck if he is or not. You know what I'm saying? But for him to expose people that he is exposing, he is putting his life on danger and on the line, y'all, from some of the stuff that he is saying. So Katt Williams, he actively have performed. He's saying that. So somehow Eddie Murphy came up in the conversation. And let's just keep it real. We talking about Katt Williams, a veteran comedian, somebody that started and been through things to get to the top. So we don't know what kind of fucking shit Katt done went through to get to where he at. We don't know what he done went through with some of these people. Now, I did hear some shit about Eddie Murphy. They said he wasn't good to work with. He was very arrogant, snobby, snoopy dude. You feel me? And a black girl spoke up on that. And guess what? She ended up getting deleted too and canceled. I haven't seen nothing else on that black girl no more since she did that movie with Eddie Murphy. You feel what I'm saying? I don't forgot what movie it is, but y'all need to go look it up. Anything I'm talking about, just go look it up. But she was blackballed. She was blackballed for telling her truth about how Eddie Murphy treat motherfuckers. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't believe me, go look her up. Say the girl who said that she couldn't speak to Eddie Murphy on the set. Then you'll realize, and then ask them when the last time she had a job. It's going to be that last time. Y'all hear what I'm saying? See, people don't... we can't choose who guilty or not. We can't. Like, I really like Will Smith. I really do. I ain't never really cared too much for Jada. I never even understood why they got married. You hear me? But I don't want him to be guilty. But if his ass guilty, he need to pay up the piper. Because that'll be some bold ass shit for us to be commending these people and they some goddamn low down dirty bums. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? And it's the truth. They say, well, that's what I'm saying. When I don't know what kind of financial information was breached. You hear me? But they said it was breached. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real. And a few people I know, supplements came up missing last year, whole supplements. A lot of people paychecks from Wells Fargo come up missing. See, I know a lot of shit, but I ain't talking about the shit because the shit ain't to be talked about all the time. Sometimes stuff come out when it's supposed to. You feel what I'm saying, huh? I've been stopped. You say you stopped getting pictures in 2002. I ain't getting no more pictures after. I think that was right before the pandemic. Right before the pandemic, I got them pictures, and I say, oh hell no. I say we won't be getting no pictures done no more. And she had just brought me some in last week. Talking about, Mom, we doing pictures. I said we ain't taking no damn pictures in school. You know what I'm saying? And it wasn't no wasn't what I was thinking. It was just that I didn't like the photography. I didn't like the people, the man that they sent out to do the pictures. You know, I didn't care too much for him. So he made me feel fucked up, and my daughter pictures look fucked up. So I just decided that I wasn't gonna never deal with Lifetouch no more. They were never gonna get no more of my money. You feel what I'm saying? So that part. Look, just think about it. We wouldn't never ever imagine Will doing nothing like that because we know him as a good actor. Come on, he won an Oscar regardless if he got kicked out of there for 10 years or not. This man know how to manipulate us as an audience. He know how to make us feel. He got the expressions down pat. You feel me? That's what an actor is. You know how to express yourself. You know how to do that really fast, and you know how to do it on cue. See, actors are good liars. See, we just don't express it like that because it's a brilliant thing to be a good liar because we have gave them Grammys for being good liars, right? But see, if you a good liar, you got to have some shit going on with yourself because we never know who you really are. Who the fuck is Will Smith? We know all this, we know that one character, Will, Prince, we know that. But is that who Will Smith really is? We don't know. We don't know. It's just a portrayal. And that's what's going on with The Matrix. A lot of us is stuck with the character that the person played. And it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if we see Will, we gonna call him Will Smith because we see him like that on The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Even if he changed his name, and he have changed his name to a lot of other people. But we still gonna call him Will. Even though that's his real name, but we gonna call him Will because we know him from The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? So and that was a hit in many people's homes back then. You hear what I'm saying? Huh? Remember, when you doing sitcoms and talk shows, they research your city. They put stuff in the sitcoms that your city gonna relate to. They grabs our children attention and make them sit down and watch it. That's why they did Martin the way he did. Martin was never made in Detroit. Nothing. They just took a picture of that building that sit on Jefferson here in my hometown. All that shit never took place here. Y'all understand what I'm saying? And if you go and look it up, it'll tell you about the Martin show. It'll tell you that show was never supposed to represent no type of hoods in Detroit. The only reason why they used a lot of Detroit stuff because we was an all-black urban neighborhood that would sit down and watch that shit. That's exactly why I ain't saying it the way they saying it, but I'm telling y'all how the word go. You hear me? Huh? So they pinpoint us. They know the people who write the shows, producers. They are the people that research the audience. See, everybody didn't get the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air aired somewhere. See, it's gonna be some country or somewhere that's why he able to hang out. And probably what is that? Eldor, the one he go to Eldor, whatever he go to all the time. That's probably where they don't know him. That's probably where he never was aired at. So he over there being a menace or whatever. He being a good guy, a rich guy, however. You hear me? But you got different countries that just don't know all these people that we know. You feel me? So they have to go to different places and be dirty. I'm just going to keep it real. You hear me? And be dirty. And then they money talk. See? Money talk, bullshit walk. Did y'all know that they took the schools from Oprah? She ain't talking about that. She ain't talking about she don't have creative control over her schools no more. She ain't talking about they took the schools and they took my money. And they told me to get my pedophile and my staff on up out of their country. She ain't talking about that. But I am. And it ain't gonna get no views. You hear me? No, Detroit. So Katt Williams made some comments on Eddie Murphy. He said that Eddie Murphy cannot be the biggest comedian. And I agree with him on this, y'all, and work with me right here. Because he said that he haven't done a stand-up since the 80s. Now, in the 80s, he was funny to my mama and them. But in 2026, is Eddie Murphy gonna be funny to us now? Probably no. The fuck no. Because the way they say he act, he's Snoopy. He don't relate to his black heritage. He bougie. So of course his shit ain't gonna be funny no more. We got Katt Williams on this hand. He out there racing people and knowing he looking crazy and shit. He smoking the weed with different celebrities and shit. He on the internet. He reading. He staying on podcasts. That's right there. That's funny as hell right there. He the most funniest guy. He funny right there. And then think about all the 3 blind mouths that he have spoke up on. Well, not 3. He spoke up on well, he said that was his last interview, y'all. You hear me? Huh? Yeah, ain't that crazy? Like, I don't know why I got trolls and they take away my views. That shit crazy. No, they don't. Trolls, no, that's not the truth. Trolls can increase your engagement. You hear me? But trolls can report your video while you on live. Did you know that? And you're not going to get it. They're not going to tell you because your live is not in guidelines and policies. It's just not. You hear me? But the troll is trying to make it seem like that. I'm telling you what I'm talking about. My trolls just start coming out of nowhere when I start talking about certain things. When I was talking about my ass being a crackhead and all that, I ain't had no trolls. But when I stopped talking about being a crackhead, then the trolls start calling me crackheads. You feel me? It's the truth. Look, I'm old. I'm 48. I watch Eddie Murphy too. I'm not saying we old. I'm just saying his jokes got to be that old. You feel me? His jokes got to be that old, okay? Yeah, you know, like you got to. You know, you like for real, you got to, like for real, you know. So I was thinking about what he was saying. And then me and Doug, y'all already know, we got into a controversy because Doug think that now Katt is some type of rat or some type of, and I told him, no, that's not. That's not the truth. Katt just a person that got enough balls to say some of the things that the people been wanting to say, they ain't gonna say it. So he the one that God chose to be David for them. Y'all feel me, huh? He just going around there swinging that sword, you know what I'm saying? And he know how to swing it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't know how to swing it. You hear me? Hold on, I'm looking for something, y'all. So, Katt Williams accused Steve Harvey for stealing his material, and he also made comments about Cedric the Entertainer. We have not heard from Cedric the Entertainer because Cedric the Entertainer actually learned from I'ma tell you, he learned with Steve Harvey. He learned through Steve Harvey not to say nothing. And let me tell y'all, I might not be on the money, but I'm going to tell y'all I'm on the ball. Steve Harvey had made some joke after Katt Williams did that interview. He said, I'm going to knock the monkey off you or something, or I beat the perm straight out, whatever. He said some stuff like that. And about a week later, Steve Harvey came and apologized for the remarks. See, Katt Williams out to get these boys. He had to apologize and say that he was not making a threat Because you better believe Katt Williams sicked his lawyer on him. You hear me? Huh? See, it's some reason why he making them do humiliating things out in public as well, too. See, Katt Williams might be not even what we think. He might not even be that cool ass we think he is. You hear me? He might be out here just to seek and destroy. But who is we to know? Y'all understand what I'm saying? We not up there. We just talking shit. We just gossiping. You hear what I'm saying? But it could be in the reality that he is the devil. I'm just telling y'all, and I don't believe he is, but I'm just letting y'all know, theory-wise, that we got to quit choosing who we want to be guilty. Now, the 3 people that got killed in Southwest Detroit yesterday or the day before, allegedly somebody was looking for a missing persons, right? And they happened to be at this house, right? And I'm just telling y'all the stuff, and I ain't trying to get in nobody's business because it is what it is. Because Detroit don't even want you to almost think you know some shit, right? So you get in this house, or you in this house, you looking for these missing persons. This 4th person then approach you talking about they got assaulted in the same house. And they take you in there and there's 3 bodies in there. Do y'all think that this motherfucker that walked up on them don't know or wasn't the one that was involved? Yeah, he a whole idiot. Even if you got assaulted in a house, everybody know the #1 rule is that you do not fucking talk to the police. Huh? If you get out somewhere and you know 3 motherfuckers is dead, you hear me? Huh? Is you gonna go volunteer to talk to the police? I'm from hood. Hell no. I don't even want the people to know that I made it out, even though they know, but I want to be quiet. And then you gonna walk up to the police in broad daylight and say, I got assaulted in this house too. No, you the one who did it. That's why they say alleged victim. The fuck? You an idiot. You a goddamn idiot. You know what I'm saying? And it's just it. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching too much shit to know that this idiot knows more than what he talking about. The fuck you walk up to the police for? You should have just mind your goddamn business. You know what I'm saying? Like this is how people tell on themselves. You know what I'm saying? This is how people tell on themselves. So y'all, calling out the people that's going to do it. And third, you think I still say good on him? Yeah, you right. I believe that they fucked over Katt Williams. You hear me? Where he got revenge all over his heart. You know what I'm saying? And we don't, even though you put God first, you know what I'm saying, you still have a tendencies to want to have the final say so. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe that, he just got, I believe Eddie Murphy and a lot of people just didn't see him going nowhere. And they tried to make him stay down at the bottom. And he said once he got at the top, he was going to get them motherfuckers together. You feel what I'm saying? I'm just saying, for a person that's been in the hood like me, you know what I'm saying, I always wanted to do bittersweet shit. And that's what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? My friends talked about me, They said I was a crackhead, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wanted to go out with me, you know what I'm saying? None of that great shit, you know what I'm saying? And now look to me today. They still looking for likes on their social media platform. They not even getting no type of interaction. A lot of them ain't even got a professional page built up because they got it misunderstood on how you make money. So I'm glad. And I didn't go there. You hear me? I didn't want to be a person and let people see me win or want it. But as I start evolving into myself and I start realizing the people that wasn't supporting me from the beginning and they support me now, I say, fuck that. I want them to see me win, see me win, Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? That's why you don't need to get revenge. Look, if you never read that book, Revenge is Best Served Cold, you need to read that book. It's about this thick, about that thick, you know what I'm saying? I think it's a Triple Crown publishing book, or either it's a urban fiction book. But it's called Revenge is Best Served Cold. And if I'm not mistaken, I think it got a part 2 to it too. I think it do. But anyway, it was a really good book. And she wasn't looking for revenge. It just so happened to happen in her life. You know what I'm saying? It just so happened to happen in her life. So before I leave here, it was somebody else I want to talk. Oh yeah, Vivica Fox, y'all. Our girl Vivica Fox is going back to the damn stories since 1995. Like, she got me feeling old. So Vivica Fox decided to go back to be, I think, Dr. Stephanie Simmons. You feel me, huh? So she going back to the young and the restless, okay? So I knew that little body work and that little lip that she was getting, you know what I'm saying, and all that stuff. It had to be something coming in play, right? So she done got her new role out here. Well, her same role back. So I'm really proud of her, y'all, because I think when you do the stories, you make like about $5,000 a week. I got something to play. You make about $5,000 a week or more. 5,000 an episode or something. We're going to find that out, y'all. We're going to find that out. But I think they make a little money an episode. Y'all feel me? Yeah, friend. So, y'all, let's talk a little bit about fitness and Dominique, which is Suge. Everybody know Dominique. Suge, name is Dominique, right? So, fitness is dealing with a lot of stuff. And he legally have a lot of challenges. And he been had these challenges since like 2010. You feel me? So, I don't know, y'all. Fitness also got an OnlyFans page. And it's $25 a month to see his stuff, though. But he got an OnlyFans page. Y'all feel me? And he recently was arrested for multiple possessions of charges in Texas. Now, Fitness just started following me. I'm just going to keep it real. And I've been trying to curve the stuff that I've been saying about Fitness because, like Woody, when Woody started following me, it's certain things that I had stopped saying. You know, when you find out that these people are following you. Y'all feel me? And so, Fitness, I just want him to stop being high all the time. You feel what I'm saying? Like, he remind me of somebody, and I know that that's probably going to be his downfall in life, you know what I'm saying? Being off them Adderalls or whatever the fuck they be off of, you know what I'm saying? But that shit just ain't good for him. So, everybody got a controversy on what's going on with Suge. So, this is what I want to say as a woman. And it probably is going to rub y'all the wrong way. But if I take a case for a man, I know the consequences of me not being able to get out of trouble. You hear what I'm telling you? So I'm not going to never fucking do it. I remember I was in a car with a guy. He told me to put his gun in my purse. And I told him, I ain't about to do shit. I meant that. I ain't about to do a motherfucking thing. You hear me? So you just got women that think that showing they love and they loyalty like that keep a man. Now, we all been following Finesse. We know that for sure he been cheating. He ain't sat around and wait on this girl. Now, everybody's saying Suge got to jail, but you haven't seen Suge, right? Because I just found out why his land ass talking about he paid $400,000 for her to get out. No, that's not the truth. He paid $400,000 for his ass to get out. You hear me? Huh? He a dirt bag. You feel me? Greg, take your ass on about your goddamn business now. Anyway, and then that's another thing, you know. I am an OG. I can teach you how to break down a bird. You hear me? I can teach you how to break a ball down. I can teach you how to spell $3 hits times 12 and make $36. You hear me? I can show you how to secure a trap. Yeah, I can. I could show you how to twist the wrist. You hear me? I could show you how to make an apparatus. I could show you how to smoke out of it. You hear me? But I'ma thank God for them skills that he gave me. You hear me? Because them skills that saved me for a lot of self-destruction throughout my life. You hear me? And if you a OG like me, even though you might not know to do some of the shit that I do, you just seen a lot of family members do it. So that make you just as part as the bullshit. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? Nah, I don't smoke crack no more. But I used to. Man, I used to love that shit. You hear me? And I ain't got no, man, I love that shit. You hear me what I'm saying? I mean, I love smoking crack. It was the shit. You hear me? Huh? I was smoking, and I was loving smoking. But at the same time, I wasn't loving what the smoking was doing to me and my family. You feel me? It was self-destructing me. And it was hindering me from being a better mom to my kids because I had really actually chose the drug over my kids and my own mental health and physical health. You hear me? So I don't care about nobody talking about my past. I don't care about nobody talking about that because right now today I'm an author of my first book. My first book. I'm not gonna stop there. You hear me? Matter of fact, let me bring it out on you. Let me bring it. Y'all feel me? Like it's always got to be something going on. So for me to be a crackhead, I have came a long ways in my life. You know what I'm saying? So you can't order this on Amazon. Matter of fact, you can just Google me. You hear me? You Google me, Monica, you feel me, Johnson. All my social media platforms pop up, you know. And I wanted to know, Greg, can I Google you? Can I Google you? I don't think so. I don't really think that I could Google you. You feel what I'm saying? And if it is, it's probably in a prison yard somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, some kind of charges. You know what I'm saying? When I Google you, it can't be, you know, for what I need to be Googling you for, right? So you can get off of here right now and go Google me. You know what I'm saying? And when you Google me, you're going to be surprised. You know what I'm saying? And I am, because I'm proud. You know what I'm saying? I could Google myself, you know, and stuff pop up like, you know, she's here. She a native of Detroit. You know what I'm saying? You know, like, Florida, let's turn up on my shit. And it tell you about my social media platforms that got the biggest following bases, which is all of them. You hear me? Which is all of them. And then your girl just started to get on Newsbreak. You hear me? With my crackhead ass. You know what I'm saying? I just got on Newsbreak. And I'm not at 1,000 subscribers yet. But guess what? I'm at 800. So that's really big to be, you know, Newsbreak. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to upload on Newsbreak today. You know, I thought that would be really nice to remind me of. And then I'm going to upload on my OnlyFans. You feel me? I'm going to upload on my OnlyFans today. I had made a video the other day cleaning up the bathroom, y'all, and I'm like, you know, using my little tool, you know what I'm saying? You know, just, you know what I'm saying? So that's just some content, you know, to give you some ideas of what your girl over here doing. I just ain't smoking crack no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, but if I was to smoke crack, I probably wouldn't be able to conduct myself, especially not on no social media. You feel what I'm saying? No. But, oh, I did meth before. You know what I'm saying? I did meth before with my crazy ass. Let me tell you something. Let's talk about that, y'all, before I leave here. I did meth before, y'all. And meth, if people don't know what meth is, meth look like crystal. It look like a rock, you know, like crystal. And this time I had did meth. I didn't know nothing about meth. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that I didn't know nothing about the meth. Because I didn't get strung out on it. Because guess what? I wasn't using it right. You feel me? So, meth is something that you put in your apparatus like you smoking, you know, the other stuff. But you hold it over aluminum foil and you kind of like cook the rock in the water and you suck it. But I didn't know that. So I was taking the whole crystal meth and I was dropping it down in my crack pipe. And I was just smoking it out of there like that. Ooh. That was oh, y'all, I can't even, ooh, that shit was an awful taste. Oh, my God. So I never did want to consume it again. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that I wasn't using it right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even using it right. You know what I'm saying? So that was good that I wasn't able to indulge into that drug and learn how to use it. See, everybody don't get strung out or get hooked out there on the drug because they use it. You got people that done tried marijuana that don't want to try it no more. You hear me? Then you got people that tried marijuana in their early age, didn't like it, didn't understand it, but now smoke the hell out of it in their late age. You hear me? It's a maturity level. You know, I was a person that never was scared of rugs. I'm gonna say it like that. So I never had a fear. I always been curious. You know, let's see how far I can go. Let's see if the Lord gonna let me. You know, I ain't gonna even lie. I just always been like that. You feel me? So when I did meth, I didn't know how to do it, and the people that was around me didn't know how to do it. Thank God. You hear me? And me and that person, we never wanted it again. You hear what I'm saying? Like for real. So, but when I had one of my children out there in the streets, I had everything in me. They named everything. They said I had meth in me, that heroin, amphetamines, opiates, like the list goes on. But I didn't feel none of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I had consumed that many stuff. That's why people don't know that stuff be on your drugs. It be on your pills too. You hear what I'm saying? See, you can get some fent, baby, on a fake perk, fake Adderall. This is what people doing. You know what I'm saying? People don't know how to cut drugs no more, so they killing people. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the streets where, you know, I know how to cut drugs. But I'm not about to teach nobody how to do that. When I done grew from that situation in my life, when I don't want my boys to go down that situation, or my only daughter. You feel what I'm saying? Matter of fact, out of all my kids, my daughter the only one that's been clean without nothing. No marijuana, no nothing. I couldn't do nothing when I was pregnant with her. You hear what I'm saying? But I got testimonies. You hear what I'm saying? And let's just keep it real. It's a lot of people, y'all, that we have lost in these last 3 years from the fent pandemic. You feel me? You know, like for instance, when you get these calls from your family and friends, and you know they out there in them streets, even these young kids, unresponsive, that's what they doing. They hanging out with Greg. They hanging out with Greg, y'all. Greg is the nigga that's giving them the bad bag. You feel me? See, this is what I was telling you about trolls. Trolls can sit up and tell on themselves. You feel what I'm saying? Because in reality, this can be my cousin, broke-ass baby mama, too. You hear me? Don't get it twisted. I know that trolls come, they don't reveal themselves. A troll don't tell who they are. You hear me? Huh? This could be one of my cousins. Fuck that. You hear me what I'm saying? It could be anybody that Greg is. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? So don't get it twisted. Don't never put a troll past you. You hear what I'm saying? Now, you can about know who a troll is, though. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure I've named the troll when I was just talking. I'm pretty sure I know who the troll is. You just mad you can't come hang out. See, a lot of people that troll this family, they can't come hang out with the family no more because they did some fuck shit. You hear me? Huh? A lot of people that know my family and know me know that we good people and we loved by many people. You hear me? Huh? And one thing for sure, a drug, you would never ever find nobody in my family member to say, you want some? Because we too greedy. We don't offer people drugs. You got to get your own. You feel what I'm saying? You got to get your own. You feel me? It's the truth, though, friend. And I really appreciate you, this friend. Let me look through my notes. Make sure I talked about everything. What I did talk about this morning, y'all. What I did talk about this morning, y'all. Tell me what I did talk about this morning, y'all. Because I tried to write down everything. We talked about finesse. We talked about Diddy making all this shit go down. We talked about Katt Williams exposing Eddie Murphy. I can't wait. Like, just give us a hint. Like, let's just keep it real. Vlad said he talking shit because he didn't sign no NDA. If y'all don't know, Eddie Murphy been married a lot of times. His wives don't do interviews. Y'all want to know why? because they signed NDAs. Now, if you married to this man, why the fuck do you got to sign an NDA to leave him? Why do you have to sign an NDA to talk about y'all relationship after him? Y'all feel me? Go look it up. Eddie Murphy wives, they signed NDAs, and they, you hear me? So 9 times out of 10, he probably whoop ass or something. Look, the man didn't go to his brother's funeral. He trying to say because he don't do funerals. That's your only... Not his only brother, but he should have been there. There's no excuse for that shit. You hear me? See, we got to really think of people characters like people, just because you don't know. Look, you know what I'm talking about. It be that person that you know you need to stay the fuck away from. A man or a woman. But you curious. And then that curiosity just take you to the fucked up shit. You knew that you shouldn't have never went that far with that person. You felt it. You feel what I'm saying? But you still had to be a daredevil to think that you could control that situation. You feel what I'm saying? Huh? I know. I done did it so many times. You hear me? I done did it. I'm probably in that situation now. But I ain't gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, we gotta stop playing out here and quit trying to choose who we want to be guilty. Okay, so y'all, before I leave here, I just brung up, y'all can't see my computer, and I don't want to take my camera down and mess up everything. But I got Tim and Kimora on my screen. Now, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. I had forgot she had married this man named Tim Lesser. I forgot she had married this man. And then, on top of that, and the reason why I want to talk about this, y'all, because this shit resonate with me. Remember when the rush cards came out? I got a rush card. Matter of fact, me, my sister, my mama, we all wanted that rush card. Because remember, rush card was the first card that you could have and upload money. Wasn't it? It was before Cash Out, right? Wasn't it y'all wasn't the rush card? Maybe it was Next Spin or what is that, Green Dot. But I'm not saying for the hood. It was the rush card. You can get the rush card and upload your money and like you got a credit card. So we wanted the rush cards. I remember back then the reason why everybody wanted the rush cards in Michigan. So I used that rush card a lot. But this one particular time, I put about $1,000 on the rush card. Do y'all know that the rush card ended up stealing my money? The rush card, I don't know if y'all ever, that was Russell Simmons' card. When Russell Simmons packed up and left and went to Indonesia, where he at? Where he at, y'all? I don't know where he at. But when he packed up and he left, he took all the people money with him on that rush card. No, it wasn't social media then. Because I would have been one of the people talking about that shit. You hear me? And nobody talked about that. And guess what, y'all? Right now to today, ain't nobody talking about the money that people lost on that motherfucking rush card. You hear me? I'm talking about people lost tens and thousands of dollars off that card. You hear me? So I was like, why he got the audacity to try to sue his ex-wife and her husband, knowing that he the same rat they is? Because what ex-husband you know when invest in your new husband business? Ain't that weird? Like, I don't know. I couldn't get my oldest son father, which is well off. I can't get him to invest in Doug's business. He'll ask me what I'm smoking. Y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? Huh? So I just don't understand, how did they get in business together? You feel me? But then, she come from an Epstein modeling company too. See, ain't nobody talking about that. Not only Naomi Campbell, Kimora, and a few more other people come from that modeling agency that Maxwell was supposed to have been recruiting out of. Do y'all hear what I'm telling y'all? So allegedly, she's trying to be forced out of her $25 million home. But what I researched with my fentanyl taking stuff is that Kimora knew 7 to 10 years ago, or whatever years ago, however how long her and her estranged husband been broke up, she knew that this house was going to have a lien on it. She knew that she was going to have to move one day. This is what I'm reading. If you got a state lien on your house, they usually give you 7 years to come up with money. If you got a federal lien on your house, they usually give you 10 years to come up with that money. They don't just put you out right away. You hear me? She been knew this. And then they saying from 2019 or 2016, they was supposed to been paying her. Her husband was supposed to be paying like $67,000 worth of rent and taxes. They said they haven't received no money since 2020. You hear me? That's 5 damn years. You hear what I'm saying? So a lot of people is getting exposed because they done played with the wrong damn people. People don't play about their money, and then let's just keep it real. People ain't talking about the 2 people that bought the house from her. See, it's a guy named David and Simon that agreed to that sale lease back. Y'all hear me? Huh? It's a lot of people going down when the Epstein files. It's a lot of people that Epstein and a lot of these big corporations like Clive Davis and all them help get them where they at. They deciding to take their ass off their parents' stool before they leave here. Clive Davis is damn near 100 years old, and he the one who doing the most damage out here. He making sure everybody that licked and talked about him behind his back, they go down before he leave here. Now, if you don't believe me, you got to go back and see how they tag. You hear me? Something they say I got going viral, but they just lying. They just trying to get me to open up that app. Y'all feel me? You got to follow the money. And that's why, y'all, I started following some other stuff that I just not going to talk about, but I had started following some other stuff. And I got a little fear in my heart. And I usually don't be scared of nothing. You hear me? But I got a little fear in my heart when I found out this certain information. And I just backed up off of it. I said, I'm not going to talk about that shit on my platform. You hear what I'm saying? But I will talk about this shit. So, Fantasia. Fantasia Barrino been married to that man for a while. And in my video, I said she got engaged because I wanted clickbaits. I wanted somebody to comment and say, you don't know what you talking about. But y'all, the video didn't go right like that. You feel what I'm saying? It just didn't go right. It just didn't do nothing, right? So, for Fantasia Barrino, father is saying, and let's just keep it real, y'all. Fantasia is a nice looking woman now because she got kids. I mean, she got money. But I'm the dark skin of the family. And I'm pretty sure that Fantasia grew up with a lot of discouragement. You hear me? And yeah, everybody know who it is. You hear me? Look, everybody got something to do with this. Where Megan come from? Y'all, y'all, these kids, well, these adults that we see that's not talking, they came off the Epstein Island too, or some type of connection with it. It was just the ones that participate that's down with it. Like Usher. We like Usher. Women in love with Usher. We couldn't think that Usher was getting abused, or we could think that Usher could be involved in that. Because we see Usher. We see the young little sweet Usher. But he quiet. He should be talking a lot more, don't you think? Mary J. Blige. Oh, fuck that. What about Foxy Brown? They just didn't quiet her up. Remember, Jay-Z fucked her life up a long time ago. See, if you don't lay down, you got to get down. Get down or lay down. What was that? State property? Beanie Single, right? Look at him. Everybody that wouldn't lay down. Everybody that wouldn't get down. You hear me? Look, I'm gonna get deeper than that. They took Lawrence Fishburne off the Matrix. If you don't lay down or get down, they gonna make sure you lay down all the way down. You hear me? So you gotta lay down or get down. You gotta do both. You can't choose one or the other up there. So that's why I stopped letting my daughter do the Tyler Perry castings and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but I did. I fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be bothered with that because I don't want to lose my freedom for killing no celebrity. You feel what I'm saying? So I just leave my shit alone. You know what I'm saying? I just mind my goddamn business. Now my daughter don't need to be involved in that shit. You hear what I'm saying? And I was a mom that was pressing. We done had a few interviews. I had an interview for one of the movies. But I lost interest in wanting to work with him for a reason. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because of the shit that I done heard. But I'm going to go with my final say-so. And my gut said, let that shit go. Y'all feel me? Nah, if he want to come do a movie about my crackhead ass, you know what I'm saying? I put all that shit aside. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Let's get this money. But I wouldn't want to do another one. And I wouldn't want to do another one. And I wouldn't want to do another one. Y'all feel me? Because I'm a mom of 7. And I've been traumatized with some of this shit that they talking about. My kids don't know nothing about none of this kind of stuff. And I'm not going to say thank God, but I appreciate him. But shielding them, too, can be hurting them, too. You know. Not for not seeing shit coming in their kids' future and their future. It can be, I might be doing the wrong thing. You feel what I'm saying? But right now, my gut said keep my kids out of the family houses, out of their friends' houses, and up my ass. So that's what I do. Y'all feel me? That's exactly what I do. Look, if you notice that all the people that Katt Williams talk about, all the light-skinned women, the men that got allegations, they got light-skinned women that we don't know nothing about. Why is that? And why everybody got to be light-skinned? Is light-skinned women more to control? What they mean? Like, I don't understand that shit. You hear me? But Katt Williams made the statement for a reason. You hear me? He made it for a reason. Look, let's just keep it real. I got another controversy. A lot of people liked that movie with Tiana Taylor. Battle Another Day. Another Battle Another Day. Something like that. And I didn't like the fucking movie. First off, the reason why I didn't like it from the beginning is because she only played like about 35 minutes in the movie. Once she 35 minutes, she gone. You just hear about her. She being talked about. Her daughter that comes up becomes the star. Now, this is another thing I didn't like about the fucking movie. She tried to say, when she did an interview with somebody on the red carpet, she said she was portraying black women. That's what she said. And that's not the truth. All black women don't go into a depression after your children. Black women do not be jealous of the father taking care of the daughter or the child more than them do. We don't do that shit. I don't care about what she say. You know what I'm saying? Huh? She actually didn't want to be bothered with her baby, period. She actually was doing things in her pregnancy, which I was once upon a time, and that's because I was sick and unaware of it. But she was doing things to actually miscarry. Like rob banks and shit, you know what I'm saying? Fighting and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know. At least I went in the house and smoked crack when I got pregnant. You know, it ain't funny though, but I'm just letting you know what I'm saying? I did try, but I couldn't stop. And that's because I had a weak mindset thinking I didn't have the people around me to say that you can do this, that you can be better than this. You hear me? I had my family disappointed in me, and I wasn't even disappointed in my damn self. I needed them to help me, not be disappointed in me. I needed them to say, "Baby, you can do it. You better than this." I need them to tell me, you can't come over my house because you might pick up something. No, I didn't need that shit. And a lot of people need different type of love and affection from the close family members when they're out there on them drugs. See, a lot of us just say the family and stuff, and we just start doing our own self. We just, just going to a self-destructive path. Can't nobody tell me what to do. So I did that before. I did that before, and that's why I talk about this stuff, and it resonates with me. I have thought about a lot of stuff in life. But in my younger life, I would never ever thought that I was gonna be a user. Nah, fuck nah. I was a disrespectful child, and I remember accusing my uncle and my mama about stuff that they couldn't control, and I didn't know that they couldn't control it until I got out there on my own path. See, you gotta be careful on how you pray too, cause see, prayers can either land you in good oil or hot oil, and my prayers ended up landing me in the streets. My prayers was like this. Oh, I wish my motherfucking mama die. You heard me? I hate that bitch. Y'all hear what I'm saying? That's the kind of shit that I traumatized my own life with. That's the kind of stuff that the Lord took and used against me when I got older. You know what I'm saying? Because I said it a lot now. It wasn't no one time, I was a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I even choked the shit out of my mama before. You hear what I'm saying? See, I was a disrespectful ass child. And see, I'm here today to talk about that shit. You hear what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't know what goes around comes around. I had to realize in my addiction that my mama didn't never owe me shit. I was just a disrespectful ass child. That she have did the best that she could have done for me and made me the best life that she could have done because that's all she fucking knew. You hear me? See, when we think about it, my mama was, and I'm talking about, you got to think about it too. My mama was from a 15-year-old girl. So my grandmother was 15 when she had my mama. Then she had 2 more kids back to back behind my mama. So by the time she was 18, she got 3 kids. 2 of them mentally retarded. You hear me? Overwhelmed just by talking about it. So she had 2 more kids after that. But the state came into my grandma's life. And they talked my grandma into giving up the 2 kids that had the mental disabilities. They told her that it was too much on her, too much stress on her, that she should let them come in. But then when she let them come in, didn't knowing that they was going to eventually be able to take full custody. See? You always got people that got alternative motives and agendas in your life, but is they good agendas or not? My grandma passed away from cancer. And I believe because she had held on to so much stuff and cancer just took over and ate her up. Because she was a good person that I know of. But that's not how she felt about herself. See, I was the oldest and I knew. She felt broken giving up her kids. She felt like she had failed them to take care of these and wasn't there to take care of them. So decisions that we make throughout life, it don't matter. It will weigh into your older life. You hear me? If you gonna work out this morning, like I'm about to, because I'm about to get off here, work out. If you gonna take your vitamin, like I did, because I'm about to go back to my company, I ain't about to talk about that right now, but I'll talk about it. But the dude got 72 minerals and vitamins in it this morning. You feel me? That's all the drugs I need now. Because I have decided that I want to see my kids get grown. At least see 1 or 2 grandbabies out of my youngest kids. See, you have to decide to show up for yourself. Or them 1 or 2 people. So with that said and done, y'all, I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all, and I really appreciate talking to y'all this morning. We're going to actually pick up this conversation tomorrow because I gotta go find out. Somebody was arrested. Who was that? Y'all, who was that arrested? Oh yeah, the Prince. The Prince. I need to go see about Prince Andrews. And it was something else that you said, MJ. What else? What else? It was something else, y'all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And everybody this morning. It was something else. I know. Look. I'm dying to go see about Prince Andrews. You know what I'm saying? Because that was something that I had wrote in this book. You feel what I'm saying? But I never, ever, ever discussed it. I never discussed Prince Andrews, and now I know why. Because as a content creator, sometimes you got to sit on some information. You feel me? Sometimes you can't be like TMZ and Tasha K and them. Tasha K, she pay for content. I don't care what she say. TMZ, they let you know. They even got a website that you can join with TMZ if you got coins. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the coins to be on TMZ site. They charge you like $800 sometimes for an image. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no $800 for no image, and I'm not making $800 a month on my platforms. You know what I'm saying? So I decided that at least I know about it, and one day I'll be a part of that group. You know what I'm saying? Let's just put it real. I want to be a part of the group one day. You know what I'm saying? But I just can't be a part of it right now. You feel what I'm saying, huh? Yeah, and that's the truth. It don't matter what you do in life. It don't matter. What goes on in the dark comes to the light. And it's sad that we about to see a lot of people names mentioned that we don't want to see mentioned. You hear me? And it's okay. Because this is exactly what happens. This is exactly how our kids get traumatized. This is exactly how bad stuff happens. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to believe it. You hear what I'm saying? How could that person? We never knew that motherfucker no way. We only knew a character that they played. You know what I'm saying? You know, we don't know if this person was brutally messed up when they got older and decided that they was going to traumatize other people in the same type of way. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. All we do know is that good people and bad people got money. We do know that the devil and God got people out here. You hear me? That's what balanced the world out. We do know that, right? Y'all feel me? So with that said and done, y'all enjoy y'all day. Don't let nobody get in the way of y'all joy. Peace.